Today is November 9th, 2025. Ooh. Today, up in Fairlawn, I was in Bob Evans. People were talking about the case. And, everything from that agent not having enough authority to ask anybody to stay quiet, to him being under investigation for stealing my money. And, it was just onslaught of, okay. We go to Summit Mall, and there are some idiot girls in there. The day that she sells that farm, we're filing senior abuse. I dare you, bitch. I double dog dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Because who do they have for senior abuse? Who do I dare you? I dare you. Let's see, Rick, his son, for what? Threatened to kill his father, bash in his head, kidnap him, take him out to Youngstown, have a shyster attorney find him incompetent, have everything turned over to him, terrorizing him, calling him 30 times a day, the thing with the Desi's horse and cat, and that where Desi and little Rob were feeding that cat because Carl couldn't go down there for threats on his life. And that Rick's son Matt waiting for him at 4 a.m. to scream at him so bad his face was twitching. Are you going to sell this land or not? So who's terrorizing who? Who's abusing who? They are. That's senior abuse. I dare you. Police already know what they're doing. Police already know what they're doing. They already got him for stalking and harassment. They got Deb for sexual assault in the courthouse, coming up and French kissing him like that while he's froze. Her stepfather. That she's robbed blind. And like Deputy Cox said, that's assault, sexual assault. And she should have been arrested the first day. So who's going to go to jail? Let's see. Lester, that admitted in front of a judge that he beat him before. Lied to he was 15, like Carl said, liar. It was only like 10 years ago. When he seen him again, he thought he was angry. He shit himself. He was so scared of him. He said he would have beat me to death that night for just telling him not to swear at his mom. If adrenaline wouldn't have kicked in, I wouldn't have got a hold of the middle of his throat and squeezed till he quit pounding me. I mean, back, and the guy's like, what, 5'7" inches bigger than Carl? And about 30 pounds heavier? Beating on an older man? It's sick and disgusting. And where Carl, it came out, where Carl finally told me that Brenda had her kids when she'd be mad at him, beat on him. Grown adults. Beat on him. Then have Deb go over and French kiss him while he's frozen, beaten, and hurt. And then warn him to stay quiet because she thought she's funny. Having her kids assault and sexually assault their stepdad. Out of her amusement because she's satanic and so are they. So, who's going to go to jail? You know, it was never Rick's land. Like Attorney Kathy Stoneman, Bill Stoneman, the mayor of Carrollton's wife, said it's Carl's land. He can sell it to whoever he wants. It's Carl's money. He can spend it on whoever he wants. You know, in their little incompetency thing, it's right on Google. Even if you're found incompetent, they can never be over your land or money. You know that, right? They can't take it away from you. They try, they go to jail for extortion out of the handicap. See, that's where people showed up. She uploaded that law that they can't ever get that land switched out of his name, even if they've had him found incompetent. It's illegal. They go to jail for it. They go to jail for trying to get him found incompetent. Then other people were even talking today. Nobody thought it was funny when the VA said that he is perfectly normal. Well, Rick made it up. It was just Rick saying it. The son that's threatening to steal everything. The one that's threatening to kill, the one that he broke in my apartment. I heard people say it was 2 months ago when he broke in my apartment and stole all those papers. Some guy said, I already told the guy that's doing this, I'm the one with the court order being in that home. See, they had no right in my home. You are to arrest him, felony invasion of privacy, cyber stalking, voyeurism. It lists him a sex offender. Legal monitoring is 7 to 15 years. You can't do this. Not at all. Some idiot guy said I didn't think it was funny about that truck and him selling that to his other daughter. They wanted it. Kiss my ass. Deb and her, the one that French kissed and sexually assaulted, that took Carl for all kinds of money. And we're talking 20 grand more. And Carl said she got 50. I bet she did. And never paid him back. Was demanding that used truck he had that he sold to his daughter, his own daughter, for $40. And it was a legal transfer. Her vehicle got wrecked and she needed one, so his older truck, he sold it to his daughter. Deb and Tom told him that he was to leave it to them. They're his stepkids. And they had no right, but they were ordering him what he was to give. You know, this thing with Rick where I got the voicemail, how dare you buy my dad a big TV? He didn't need a big TV. Do you know when I first moved in and I bought Carl had ragged shoes on. I bought him nice shoes. Deb told me off, he don't need shoes. Don't tell me what my husband needs. They're monsters from hell, and they thought they were going to finish him off. And if I wasn't here, they probably would have found him dead. They probably would have found him dead. These people are nothing but monsters from hell. They need to find another senior citizen, call them mommy or daddy, beat on them, and steal all their money and try to kill them. Leave Carl alone. Oh, and Officer Mark, Officer John, with Desi saying that they were, you know, and Rick has no right bringing anybody on Carl's property. It's not his property. And that guy in the really nice truck, they said it's one of those guys that want to buy it. Rick can't sell Carl's land. It's not his to sell. And them digging around the pipeline, you know, I get your plates, bitch. We're going to go to the Carroll County Sheriff's. We have a video of somebody that, we have their plates that was trespassing, had no right on his property. Rick can't bring you on his property. It's not his property. And your tire tracks tore up my husband's land, which you will pay to soil it and reseed it. And you digging around the major oil pipeline, you can cause a massive explosion. You need to learn to stay off Carl's land. It's not Rick's to sell. Neither are those trees. Neither is anything on that property. Except for what is his, and he will get it off very soon. See, where they told me, you want to play Stop Mommy? You'll learn who's in charge. I don't learn anything from assholes. Do we understand? I don't learn anything from them. They need to learn their place. They have no rights. And I've already lived through hell. and you will not hurt Carl. You will not steal from him. I want the last few years he's alive to be in a loving, happy home with no fear. And like Deputy Cox said in Tuscarawas County, get your husband out of here and never let his family know where he lives again, so they can't show up and harm him. For his safety, never let them know where he lives again. That's sad. That is sad. So who's going to go to jail? File senior abuse. And we'll see how fast they arrest. Because the police already know what Brenda's kids are up to, his stepchildren from his second wife, and his son Rick is up to. So go ahead, see what happens, and how fast they're going to go after you. That Rick is so twisted. Oh, he's going to get an attorney and sue me for anything my husband buys me. You can bite me. Like Kathy Stoneman said, it's Carl's money. He can spend it on whoever he wants. And it's his land, and he can sell it to whoever he wants. And it's none of Rick's business. And when these people start realizing they don't own anything, they just thought they were going to go in for the kill. Oh, they're going to get an attorney and have your marriage dissolved. No, they're not. No, they're not. And you know what they lost? A father and a stepdad. They already robbed, blind, and abused, and he deserves better than these bastards being in his life. He deserves better. People that can't just love him for him and enjoy having him, they ought to be ashamed. I told my son, Danny, I said, just think if you were acting this way, what would I do to you? He said, it scares me even thought. He said, you be in my face screaming at me so bad, it ain't even funny. I said, because I raised you better. And these people are monsters from hell. I'm going to go ahead and upload this.